That is my clean tone coming from the Fender Bassman amp. And the way I have the revival drive set up is I have it set up for a slightly crunchy tone on the silicon side of things, with the blend knob really low, so I'm having just a bit of crunch and a bit of clean blended. And if I turn down the guitar's volume knob and just turn it up slowly, it sounds like this. So I can almost play absolutely clean, even though the pedal is on. And as I turn up the guitar's volume knob, I just get into a really lovely crunch. And right now I have the D-Lab on. If I turn it off, it sounds like this. Now I have the blend really low right here. If I activate the blend override, I get, of course, more gain. So that is the kind of the silicon side of things. And maybe you noticed that I have the bright switch, or sorry, the bright cap on the British side of things, but I have the preamp in the center, the kind of the neutral position. Then I can just flick this little switch and add kind of like a British flavor or an American flavor to the sound. So it's just like having even more sounds available just by using this little switch right here. That's the silicon side of things, and I use that together with the EP booster also. And the EP booster is on 0. I mean, it's just adding just a tiny bit of boost, but it's coloring the sound in a way that I really like. It adds some nice warmth to the sound, I think. Going over to the other side of the pedal, going over to the valve rectified side, it's kind of the same sound, but it's like a different voicing. And let me start with the preamp in the center position too. And also in this side of things, I can add the blend override to go to the maximum amount of crunch. And adding the EP booster. Even more gain and just a little push in the front end of the amp. And again, right here I can just flick this little switch, the preamp switch, to the British side. Just a lot of different sounds just by using these little switches right here, and I like it in the neutral position and just adding whatever I need to the sound by going to the British or the American side. And of course then there's the mid engage right here. It's just, again, just a tiny push in the mids. So it's really nice to have. You know, it's just different flavors. It's from slight crunch to a lot of great gain with some bite, and using the switches to add different flavors and the blend just to go from a subtle crunch to a lot of gain, and then adding the EP booster for even more fun. And the last thing I do is I add the Kelly 76 setup like this for kind of like a hip lead boost to really push the revival drive, and it will sound like this. So that is the revival drive.